Well, another really good team performance, Danny. You must all be very, very pleased with that tonight.
Yeah, I think it just shows the strength and depth that we've got, that we made, a lot more changes than they did, and we've come out on top. They made, I think, second half team for them is very close to what would be their strongest team in League One, and the lads have done superb. I think to come out with the win, just really pleased to progress to the semi-final, one game away from Wembley, and be hopefully a great day out and everyone can go, hopefully.
Against your former club, of course, you've scored a goal that a lot of Peterborough fans will be used to seeing you score when you're playing for them. Really, you've got that ability. We saw a cracker the last time we had you after a match, and you've got another one tonight. You must be really pleased with that free kick.
Yeah, I hit it sweetly. They were all talking, about using the wall and what this, and these went, a week to the keeper. They went to be jumping, and I just heard no. So I thought, well, I just literally need to get it a certain angle over the outside of the wall, and it'll be bending away from him. It'll be a good save if he gets there. And just made of it, went in. It's always nice to score against a former club, but just made up that we got the win and made up to score. I think that's 5 now for the season. So just buzzing to keep contributing. Do you know what I mean? I just said to you last time, I enjoy going forward, I enjoy attacking, and I enjoy creating chances and scoring goals. That's what my thing is. That's what makes me happy, and if I do that, it'll make everyone else happy. So yeah, just happy with that.
And then a lot of players play sort of different roles. You played a totally different way tonight as well, and you've all adapted to it as well.
Yeah, because myself and Kieran playing up front is something that's not natural to us. I think we did well enough, did our jobs well, and ultimately, it doesn't really matter the result. The result, we've come out on the right end of it. So, quality performance from everyone involved. Really, I thought a couple of lads that come on the pitch. Thought Carl Hayes was excellent when he came on. He was superb. So big well done to him, and just good well done to the lads who've come in and played.
You know how important a squad that's together is. That lads chip in and show us performances when they're needed. And if you're going to get promotion, you've got yourself to the semi-final of this competition now. You need everybody to chip in. It's not just about who's selected in the first 11, is it?
No, I think the gaffer's alluded to that topic many times in his post-match interviews and his interviews before games. It's about the squad. Everyone's going to be needed. And yeah, just sort of reiterating what he's saying. Really, we talk about it a lot during the week about how we've just got to stay together, and someone you'll get your chance. Do you know what I mean? I come in, played a couple of games, and then I moved out the team. Had to be patient. I've come in, I played the last few games, and hopefully I can just keep putting a performance in, and when I'm needed, I'll give 110% and hopefully contribute like I am doing at the moment.
Is that easy for a senior pro as opposed to perhaps some of the younger lads who are in the squad at the moment? Being adaptable and making sure they're ready. Is that a message that you give to them? Do you demonstrate by example? I mean, how do you go about that yourself?
I just, I like to think I'm a very approachable person, and I can hold a conversation with anyone, and if anyone needed to come and ask my opinion, then I'm more than happy to try and lend a hand. You know what I mean? But I just try and focus on myself day in, day out, and doing what I think I need to do in order to make myself available for selection, and then make myself have an impact on the pitch. Try and keep myself nice and fit and ready to go. It's not like it's for me. I just think if I take care of what I need to do, then I don't project onto anyone else. I just look after myself, and I hope everyone else does the same, and just get up, work hard, and anything else after that's a bonus in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a big achievement getting to the last 4. Being aside from above you in the league tables, today, and they haven't even played last season's final yet as well. It's really odd. I mean, that sort of puts into a context with the strange times we're going through, doesn't it?
Yeah, unprecedented, I think, is the word everyone's using. It's very strange to be playing in a stadium like this with no fans, given how passionate our fan base is. But I think we're the only League 2 side left in this competition. We were in this round, I think. So we've got another 2 League 1 teams to get through to lift the trophy, and I think we've more than got it in the locker. This squad is one of, if not the best, I've been involved in. There's some absolutely quality talent in this squad, and it's an honest group of lads as well. So I'm very confident that we can go and have a good chance to get into this final next round.
Yeah, and you mentioned up to 5 goals now, and that's what's happened in the last few particularly. Everybody's chipping in now. Early in the season, it was Varney or nothing really, but to move forward, you've got everybody got to chip in and score goals from all different positions, and that's the way you push yourself forward.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think the lads are getting used to the way the gaffer wants to play. I think you're seeing now a consistency in performance from, you know, certain players, with everyone gelling as the season's gone on. And I think last time we were here, you said something about Tranmere having a notoriously good end second half of the season, so fingers crossed we can do that, and then, you know, we should be there or thereabouts.
And some experienced players are coming to the squad this week as well. You know, David Newton's right, Ali Crawford's right out as well. I mean, it shows the pull of Tranmere, doesn't it, from one point of view as well. And again, that strength of depth and the competitiveness that the boss wants in the squad. Yeah,
well, you know, Newton's done it at the highest level possible. So, you know, it'll be a great addition. It'll be great to have in the changing room for his experience and, you know, knowledge of the game. And, you know, I haven't seen much of Ali, to be honest, but he's clearly played a decent level of games, so, you know, he'll definitely come in and add something, and, you know, we'll be challenging and wanting to play games as everyone does. So, you know, I think they're two really good additions, and, you know, hopefully, you know, they come in, settle in nice and well. They'll be getting a warm welcome from me, like everyone does. So, yeah, all good.
And bring on Port Vale at the weekend now. It's just that next game now, isn't it? That's the important. That's the next focus.
Yeah, listen, you've got to forget about this now. It's done. We won. Chalk it off, tick the box, and, you know, enjoy our day off. A little bit of rest tomorrow. Be a few sore bodies up there, and then we go again Thursday. I think it's just, you know, each game as it comes. I think I said it last time. We've just got to tick the box, move on, and get ready for Port Vale now, because they'll provide a different test than what we got tonight. And, you know, we know from down at their place it was a you know, bit of a ding dong, wasn't it? So it'll be a tough game, and, you know, one that we will hopefully come out on top again.
Very well done again.
Thank you so much.
The way the gaffer says the way you play is hard. It's hard work, and the way you train is hard work. Does that become easier when you're just winning games and you can see things clicking together?
I think it's any easier, because it's always hard work. But I think what you build by winning games is momentum. Momentum is huge in football, and if you can just, you know, keep doing the right things, keep doing the basics, pulling everyone through, you know, pulling your mate in and around you, I think that is massive. That's what creates the camaraderie with the lads, the bond that, you know, it wins your games. Sticking together and having all lads pushing in the right direction is just massive for any team, any squad, and I think we've got that in this squad. Regardless of who plays, I think we're all wanting the same thing, pushing it in the right direction for this club, so long may it continue.
All the successful Tranmere sides of recent years have had a really solid spine throughout, with the exception of Scott Davis. It's predominantly a Merseyside spine as well, isn't it? A lot of big characters in there. Another one coming in, David Nugent this week. As a local lad yourself, is that something you bounce off? Is that a tough environment, or just one that's comfortable for you to be in?
I think I've been comfortable in near enough every dressing room I've been in. As I said, I'm chat to anyone. Do you know what I mean? I'd like to think I'm a very approachable person, as I said, and, you know, if anyone ever wanted to come and, you know, have a chat or have a laugh with me, I'm up for a laugh anytime. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, the dressing room we've got, as I said, is full of experience. It's full of energy. It's full of, you know, good lads. There's no lads in this team where you can say, like, oh, you know, doesn't really fit in or whatever. Everyone just gets on with everyone, and that is massive. It's a real massive thing to have. And as I said, when everyone's pulling in the right direction, once you get going on a little run like we are without getting too excited, sometimes it, you know, can be very difficult to stop, and long may it continue, fingers crossed.
When you're putting in hard work, you always want some, you know, to see fruit of your labours and recognition. You've had that in the form of a goal tonight, but you've also seen Paul Lewis, a player that's only joined the side in the summer, instilled as captain tonight. So does that show, you know, if you making good ground and working hard, that the rewards are there for you?
Yeah, listen, I'm made up for Paul. You know, captain, being able to say he's captain a club like Tranmere Rovers is absolutely huge. And then, you know, he does what Paul does best, goes into the box and gets his head on it. So he was superb tonight. He's just everywhere. His energy is frightening. You know, he was superb, and, you know, very pleased for him to get his goal as well. But as I say, there's lads that have come into the team that have done superb as well. So I think it'll be a tough one for people to decide who come out of the match tonight.